Hello everyone, my name is Havian, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. In this video I'm going to be going over all of the information that was released at TGS and from a few other sources. Now we do have quite a bit to go through, including a lot of news that I kind of wasn't expecting, or at least they revealed quite a few characters that I didn't expect them to reveal right now. And the first of those new characters is Kismel, and honestly she's a character I never knew even existed. But she's apparently a dark elf from Sword Art Online Progressive. She will be someone that you can recruit to join your party, but I don't know how much of a role she'll play within the main story or if there's going to be a side story that revolves around her in the game. I guess that's going to be something we're going to have to find out as you play through. And another one of the characters that was discovered but not really fully announced is Yuki. I have to thank Darian on Facebook for pointing me in the direction of this, but in one of the TGS videos you can actually see Yuki's name listed in the friends list. So it's safe to assume that she's going to be inside of the game, but the only thing we don't know is what she's going to look like inside of this game. But at least those of you that are Yuki fans are going to be pleased. She's around still. And that's not all. A story that revolves around Rain and Seven is going to be added to the game later in 2016. Now they did release a lot of news about DLC and updates, but Rain and Seven are going to be a free update. And this update will apparently have a new area, 20 hours worth of story, and changes based on player feedback. Now 20 hours worth of story and a free update seems very sizable considering the main story is meant to take roughly 80 hours to complete. But generally when they give numbers like 80 hours, I generally scale it back a little bit. So I'm going to assume it probably takes around 60 hours to complete. But 60 hours is still quite a bit for just storyline. And on top of that, they said there's going to be more reasons for people to continue playing well after the story is done. But it's not just Rain and Seven from Lost Song that are going to be added. They did say they plan on adding more playable characters from Lost Song, but there is no time frame for that. So we have no idea who's going to be added. Only thing we do know is that they do want to add more characters from Lost Song. And I'm assuming there's probably not even going to be restricted to just Lost Song. I'm assuming they want to add as many characters from the Sword Art Online universe as they can to this one game. And on top of the Rain and Seven DLC, there's going to be more free DLC that's going to revolve around new quests and missions. But on top of the free DLC, there is going to be additional paid DLC that seems to be focused more on story content. Seems like the first set of paid DLC is going to be released in 2017, and right now the title is Shrine Maiden of the Abyss, and it seems to revolve around dungeons. Now that DLC seems to be split into 3 different chapters, but it seems like each chapter is going to have its own, I guess, dungeonal area that's roughly meant to have 20 hours worth of story, but 70 hours worth of content. Now to me, this sounds too good to be true, so I'm going to take that with a pinch of salt, but if they finally are actually charging us 4 season passes in the Sword Art Online games, I'm hoping this is true to make it worth the money. Because if I do enjoy the base game enough and there's enough content in the base game, and since they're giving free updates on the base game as well, if I'm still playing even when I've done those, I'll gladly play a little bit more for more content. Now it seems like the paid DLC is going to have its season pass. The Shrine Maiden DLC seems to be part of it, but what I don't know is how much additional content on top of that is going to be included in the season pass as well. I am hoping the updates to this game are going to be pretty substantial. They sound like they're going to be. What a lot of people may not have known is that Lost Song and Hollow Fragment did have pretty sizable updates, but those were already included in the game when it came over to the West. And when Lost Song came over to the West, those DLC packs were kind of implemented badly, so it kind of screwed the progression a little bit. I'm not going to get into that again. So seeing as Hollow Realization is going to be releasing around the world near enough at the same time, we should see DLC being updated on all the versions fairly close together. And we should be able to keep track of how much content's been added a lot easier. Now on top of all of this, there was a new trailer that was released, and you got to see quite a few new CG images inside of there as well. These are going to be things that I assume you'll see happening during the main story and some on some side stories. Some of them are the usual fan service ones, but some of them seem to have more of a serious tone. But from the looks of it, it seems like there's going to be quite a bit going on in this game. There was a little bit more information than this, but I'm still going through it. There was information about blacksmithing systems, the world size, but I'm still going through it, and there will be a video about that really soon. So if you want to see that, then I suggest you subscribe. And for those of you that are subscribed, look below the video and click the bell so you do see my videos when they actually get released. Because through a lot of YouTube changes, the algorithm doesn't show every single video up in your sub box. So this is the best way to know when I've uploaded a video. And if you want to find out information before I have a chance to upload videos, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook. You can find most of the links in the description below. So expect to see a video very soon. But until I make that video, I'll see you all later.